Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a first impression for you. Today we're going to be trying out the Becca Radiant Skin Satin Finish Foundation. I recently picked this up around, I think maybe Black Friday or Cyber Monday. Hot Look was having a sale. They were 10 bucks, so I decided to pick it up and try it out for you guys. We are going to see if this is worth it or not. So if you're interested, then stay tuned. So I don't know too much about Becca's foundations. This is the first one that I've purchased, but it says on the back here that it's a medium buildable coverage foundation with antioxidant protection and a lightweight satin finish. If you guys have been on my channel, like have been subscribed to me for a long time, you guys would know that I absolutely hated satin finishes when starting out with YouTube. I really liked the flat matte finish. I thought that that was the thing, but now that I'm experimenting with different foundations, I'm starting to realize that the satin ones have more of a skin-like finish, not to the point where I look oily. It just looks like it's my skin but better. You guys know that I love the Face Atelier Pro Ultra Foundation. This is hands down the best foundation that I've used next to NARS. So this is running out and I'm trying to find something that is very similar to it so you guys would have an option to go pick it up in store or online than just trying to find this at like IMAX or something. So I figured that this would be a good option because it's a buildable foundation. It's the same thing like this. This is a buildable foundation for full coverage. You have to shake it very well. A lot of the things just seem very similar. The shade that I purchased was Mink, and I felt that this was the closest next to Sienna. I didn't realize that they had Sienna on the website. I thought it was sold out, so that's why I went with Mink. It says here that Mink is a warm bronze skin tone, so Mink is a chocolate brown neutral to cool. So I'm hoping that this will suit my skin tone. It looks sort of similar to what's in the bottle. This just might be a little bit too cool than this one. As you guys can see, it's in like a little squeeze tube. It's 1.35 fluid ounces as opposed to this foundation, which is 0.68 ounces, but you don't really need a lot of this. It's like two drops and it does your whole face. So it says on the back, make sure that you shake before use. We're going to test this out on camera. I'm going to apply it one side with a brush and the other side with a beauty blender just to see if the finish is the same or how I would like it better. So I'm just gonna go in with my Smashbox primer water. I haven't been really using this. I may have used it like once or twice, so we're gonna use it again today. I do a little bit of color correcting because my face just kind of looks like it needs it on camera, and I'm just going to take the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Orange just to cover up some dark circles. I'm going to do the left side of my face with my, what is this called? My Luxie Lush brush in 504. It's a large angle brush. I actually got this at a beauty seminar by Glam by Miriam. She's really pretty, super talented, very educated. She uses this brush to apply her foundation and I've been using it ever since I got it. So I'm just going to take a little bit. It's actually kind of thick. Like the formulation is really, really, really thick, not liquidy at all. So I'm hoping that this spreads out evenly. I was hoping to warm up the product on the back of my hand, but as you guys can see, it's a really thick foundation. So this splotch here looks like it's going to cover my entire half of my face, so I'm hoping. I'm applying it and I don't know, like it hits certain parts of my face and some parts it looks a little too dark. Ooh, it has nice coverage. It has very nice coverage. The only thing that I can say about this right now is that I can tell that it is my skin shade, just different undertones. So it's going to deepen my skin color. I really do like the finish of it so far. Yeah, one layer for me is probably enough. Like I wouldn't go in with a second layer. This is definitely my skin tone in the summertime. You guys can tell the difference. So this is the side that I just did, and this is my natural skin color. But this is still very workable for photos for me and for future videos that I'm going to do, because it's not that bad. It's not that far off. It looks like if I were to put a little bit of a luminizer, it just looks like I got a tan. I want you guys to see the difference. This is the side that I did. This is the side that's not done. There is definitely a difference, but this still suits my skin tone like really well. I could get away with this filming tutorials, and you guys probably wouldn't know the difference unless if I showed you like I'm showing you right now. The beauty blender and the foundation, and I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand again, and I'm just going to apply that to my face. Yeah, it's definitely a deeper foundation. Still really pretty though. My beauty blender, however, is eating up the foundation. That I don't like. I hate when beauty blenders do that. So I'm thinking that this feels more like a creamy foundation, especially if my beauty blender is eating it up. It's not good for the beauty blender at all. Nope. Look at that. Look. It just ate it up. I think that the best way to apply this is with a brush. This foundation looks like it truly, like on camera, blends in with my neck and everything. All of the discoloration that I have, this looks like this is the perfect shade for me. However, when I'm looking in the mirror, it's just a tad bit darker. It is 12:15 right now. I'm just gonna go put on the rest of my face. I'm gonna do a very minimal fresh face. I'll come back, talk about what I like about the foundation, and then I'll check in with you guys at a later point to see how it's holding up. So my thoughts on this foundation is that I feel like it has blurred out imperfections. However, I don't feel that it's completely 100% a satin finish. Satin finishes tend to have more of like, I'm not trying to say like a gloss, but they have a bit more sheen to it. As you guys can see in my other videos, the Ultra Foundation, this is a satin finish. This looks like skin, like legit skin hit with a bit of a hydrating mist. This one seems like it's more flat, which is still really nice. It's just, like I said, not 100% satin. I also know that on camera right now that it's blending in with my neckline perfectly. So that's a huge thumbs up for me. The Pro Foundation is just a tad bit lighter. This one blends in really nicely, so I really do like this for camera. However, when I'm looking at it in the mirror, it's just like a tad too dark. Also, with the undertones, I found that it was very hard to apply my concealer and also my setting powder. It kind of made the look a little ashy. I had to buff in a lot of banana powder just to get it balanced the way that I want to. As you guys can see, my chin, like you can see the darkness all here. I'm not sure if you guys can see in camera, but I can see it, which makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable, but it's still workable. I do think that this would be a great foundation had I have the right correctors and concealers and everything to manipulate it so it looks like something like this. I do also want to wear the foundation for a couple of hours, for about 7 more hours, so you guys can see basically what it looks like. So the time right now is 1:19. I'm going to check back in when I get back from picking up my daughters. It's 3:41 right now, so I picked up my daughters. They're home, they're relaxed, and you know, I ate. That's why the lipstick is gone. But I haven't really seen many changes in the foundation. I believe that I checked in around 1 o'clock was the first check-in time. So for 2 hours, we're doing pretty good. I'm gonna check in again around probably 7 and then maybe I'll check in like an hour later before I take off this face. Hi everybody, it is 6:28 right now, and with the foundation I'm seeing parts of like my actual skin peek through. This has actually happened maybe around 5 o'clock. I started to notice this, so I can already say that the foundation is not a long wearing one. Alright guys, so it's 8:45 right now and I'm getting ready to go to bed. I can tell you that all here the foundation is gone. And I didn't even do that much stuff today. I really kind of just sat around my house and, you know, just sat in a full face of makeup, and the foundation has just fully just subsided. I can definitely see majority of my skin. I have a bit of highlight under my eyes still, and my blush is still sitting there. For me, like I said, my expectations of it were to be like a very long lasting foundation. Maybe had I added more coverage, it would have lasted longer. I am going to try it again. This was my first time using it. I will say that Becca has one of the largest shade ranges next to NARS and I think Lancome. It's not going to be difficult for you to find your shade if you do want this foundation or want the matte one, because I know that that one is very popular now. But I am a little indifferent about the claims of it being a satin finish. I just didn't find that it was a satin finish for me. It felt more like a matte, or very like a demi matte. But I will try to double up on it and use it in a couple other videos, and then maybe I'll give you guys an update towards the end of the month, or it might make it into my January favorites. Anyways, you guys, this is my first impression. Hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please share it with your friends and family, and I will see you all in another video. Bye!